you would like to turn your microphone on and ask the questions. But during if you have just some urgent issue matter that you would like not to forget, please just use the chat box during the presentation. But we will make sure that we address all the questions asked during the presentation. So let us start. And also this presentation, we will turn on the recording now. And the recorded video will be uploaded on the OSCE Academy website and in the admission sections. So if you have any questions, you would like to refresh any part of the presentation, you will be also having the access on our website. So we will start the recording is on now, no, is it? Yeah, no. So recording is on and the presentation will be recorded. So let us start. The OSCE Academy in Bishkek. What is our institution about? The OSCE Academy in Bishkek is actually more than 20 years old. It's a regional institution with quite a history now, and it's located in Bishkek in Kyrgyzstan. But the OSCE Academy is a regional institution, meaning that the participants, the stakeholders we're working with, they are coming from the whole Central Asian region, 5 Central Asian countries, plus Afghanistan and Mongolia. So we are considering the wider Central Asian region. And also the content of the studies, of the programs, of the trainings, of the research activities of the OSCE Academy, they are also concentrated on Central Asian region. This is why the Academy is called the regional institution, even though it's located in Bishkek. And the OSCE Academy was established back in 2002, and it was a result of the Memorandum of Understanding between the Kyrgyz government and the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe. This organization, as probably most of you know, includes 57 participating states and all Central Asian countries, plus Mongolia, and also participating states of the OSCE. And Afghanistan is a partner country of the organization. Well, I see the raised hands. You will have a chance to ask all the questions at the very end. Please keep your questions toward the end. The OSCE Academy, it's a unique institution because it's the only education project of the OSCE, of the organization, and the one located here in Bishkek, it's the only OSCE Academy in the world. So it's not a branch, it's not a network of the universities, it's the only higher education institution of the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, and it's located here in Bishkek in Kyrgyzstan. So what does the OSCE Academy do? We have the 3 main directions that we're working on. Is of course the higher education. And it includes undergraduate program, bachelor's in economics. It includes graduate programs, our MA programs that we will be talking today about, and the summer school as well for university students and for our MA students. The other 2 pillars, also research and dialogue. The OSCE Academy conducts a lot of research projects and big conferences to ensure the active academic exchange in the region. And the 3rd pillar is professional trainings to build the capacity in the region among the junior professionals. But today we will not be talking about 2 last pillars of the Academy. We would like to concentrate only on MA programs because right now the call for applications for master degree programs is open, and it will be open until the 31st of January of 2025. This is why this session is specifically dedicated to the master's programs of the OSCE Academy. So the OSCE Academy is currently running 3 master's programs. Politics and Security in Central Asia is a program that has the longest history. It was launched back in 2004 and successfully implemented since then. Economic Governance and Development program is the 2nd MA program, and it's concentrated on economic issues and governance and development. And this program was launched back in 2011. And the 3rd MA program in Human Rights and Sustainability, also with concentration on Central Asia, is the youngest program that we have. It was launched in 2023, basically last year, and currently we have the 2nd cohort of students studying here. And this program, unlike 2 other MA programs, you can see 2 more logos underneath the photo of the MA in Human Rights and Sustainability over here. This program is implemented jointly with the Global Campus of Human Rights, which is located in Venice. Shortly about this program specifically, Global Campus of Human Rights in Venice. It's a network of more than 100 universities worldwide that are implementing education on human rights. And the Global Campus of Human Rights, they're having 7 regional programs around the world, in Arab countries, in Africa, in Europe, in Southeast Asia, and in 2023, the 8th program. We didn't have any important information or deadlines yet on the screen, so we continue now. So basically about this MA Human Rights and Sustainability program, it's implemented jointly with the Global Campus of Human Rights in Central Asia, and it's based at the OSCE Academy. And in more details, we will be talking about each program in the following slides. Okay, so politics and security, main politics and security with concentration on Central Asia. Here you can see the list of the courses that are taught during this class. Of course, this is not a complete list because at the OSCE Academy, we have 2 types of courses. The first type is a semester-long courses that you usually have at all universities. They last for whole semester, and usually they're taught twice a week. You have regular classes with your professors. And then the OSCE Academy also has modular courses. These are 1 or 2 weeks intensive courses taught by people who are experts in the specific field, and usually they are more thematically narrow. So if you see such courses as international relations, history of political thought, these are the courses taught throughout the semester. And then on the bottom of the list, you see specifically narrow the modules like Central Asia and the USA, political violence and terrorism, energy politics. So these are very intensive courses, and students have the professor for 1 week coming from the partner universities in Europe or around Central Asia. All these are experts coming from our partner organizations who specifically work on these topics. So there are these 2 types of the courses available at the OSCE Academy. And here you can see the list of obligatory courses, but there are also some elective courses that students have a chance to take. So politics and security, by looking at this list, you can get the idea what the course is about. Then we follow with a list of courses for economic governance and development program. Also on the top of the list, you would see econometrics, microeconomics, international development, these are statistics. These are, of course, the obligatory courses that every economic student should take. And then the Academy also offers data science, Python courses. These are very, very necessary courses nowadays. Especially those of you who study economics, you understand how important data science today if you would like to continue your career in research or analytical work. So this is a course for our second MA program. And this is a list of courses for MA in Human Rights and Sustainability. Again, the list might seem to be short, but this is not a complete list. These are just some obligatory courses, and there are many more other elective courses. And of course, I mean, human rights and sustainability, it's really tightly related to UN SDG, Sustainable Development Goals. That's why you see the picture of Sustainable Development Goals here on this slide. Yes, and now we move forward. The language of studies at the OSCE Academy is English. So all classes are fully taught in English language. This is why when you apply, you are asked to also have the English language test or submit the language certificate, but we will talk about it during the admission sections. But here you would see the list of faculty. Again, it's not full list of faculty, but only some of our faculty. Academy also has full-time faculty professors who are spending their time, like all the time at the OSCE Academy, providing student consultations and so on. And we have many visiting faculty because if we would like to attract the strongest professors from around the world, we have to know that they are also full-time engaged at their home universities or home institutions. This is why we have the agreement with many universities and institutions. And as part of this agreement, professors, they're coming for 1 week or for 2 weeks to teach this modular intensive courses. So the list, the photos of professors that you see on this slide, it's not all our in-house professors, so to say, but they're coming on annual basis to teach the courses. And many of them afterwards also they become thesis supervisors for our students, depending on the topic of the thesis and if the research interests they are common for the professor and the student, he or she might be supervising thesis of our students. In addition, what is important at the OSCE Academy, besides having high-level professors coming to teach your courses, the Academy constantly receives high-level guests and lecturers just to come for a short time visit to deliver a guest lecture within the courses or outside of the courses generally to all students of the OSCE Academy. And this is happening on constant basis. And here on this slide, you would see it was during just past 2 years that we had a visit by the German president, President Steinmeier here, and you can see that they're interacting directly with students all the time. So it's not that they're coming just to meet our management. No, they're coming to meet students. They're very much interested in this interaction. So we have direct interaction between the students and high-level visitors. On the second photo, you see it's now former Secretary General of the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, Ms. Helga Schmidt. We also have participants from Kyrgyzstan would recognize Roza Tumbayeva. She was an interim president in Bishkek in Kyrgyzstan. And when she was in this capacity, we also invited her to the OSCE Academy to meet and talk to our students. Also, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Malta, because Malta is currently chairing the OSCE, the organization, and every year the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the country that chairs the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, once they visit Kyrgyzstan, they come to the OSCE Academy and they also have direct interaction with our students. We have Professor Manfred Novak. He is the Secretary General of the Global Campus for Human Rights, who is now the partner of the OSCE Academy. We also have visits of the regional experts and government representatives. Like this year, we had the visit by Ombudsman of the Kyrgyz Republic. And these are just some examples. And every year we have many, many different people who are interested to come to the OSCE Academy and meet students like you are. And now, in addition to excellent education, in addition to various professors, various guest lecturers, and high-level visitors, what the OSCE Academy offers. Important to mention that the studies at the OSCE Academy are fully free of charge. So the OSCE Academy is a non-profit institution, so we don't charge any fee. And so every student who is accepted to the OSCE Academy on competitive basis doesn't have to pay any fees to the OSCE Academy. In addition, every student receives a scholarship in the amount of 450 euros per month for MA students, and our BA students, they receive 300 euros per month. And also those who are coming not from Bishkek, but outside of Bishkek, they receive funding for round-trip travel, medical insurance, except for citizens of Kyrgyzstan. Can we please keep your microphones off to make sure that the sound is good for everyone? Yes, medical insurance, and then, as we said, the faculty members with international experience and paid internships at partner organizations. Internships. It's a separate, interesting opportunity provided to every MA student of the OSCE Academy. In 2 months internship is an obligatory part of the studies at the OSCE Academy. So it's not voluntary, it's obligatory part. And top GPA students, so those students who study hard and have better marks, they have a chance to undergo their internship at one of the European partner institutions of the OSCE Academy. And those who don't get the international opportunity, they of course still get a placement in interesting places like UN offices, OSCE regional offices, GIZ, IOM, other partner institutions within the region, in Kyrgyzstan or in Central Asian region or in your home countries. But those who have higher grades, they can apply for international internships in Europe, and the list of organizations you see here. Of course, we have OSCE Secretariat in Vienna. It's a headquarters of the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, and they host up to 6 students annually for 2 months internship. We have the Norwegian Institute of International Affairs, NUPI. It's located in Oslo, and the NUPI and the following organization, Geneva Center for Security Policy, GCSP, these are the two long-term partners of the OSCE Academy. NUPI is also the donor of the OSCE Academy, one of the countries, Norway, who is funding all these wonderful opportunities for students like you are. And then the list, we try to find new partners on annual basis. So every year we add 2 or 3 more partner organizations to this list. And so this list is not complete that you can see here, but it really well demonstrates what opportunities our students receive. Okay. And of course, the OSCE Academy participates in Erasmus mobilities programs. And unfortunately, it's not a lot of placements here because the OSCE Academy is not big. For every MA program, we can accept 25 up to 30 students from the whole region. So the Academy overall is not so big. That's why mobilities are limited as well. But annually, 1 or 2 students from each MA program, they have a chance to participate in Erasmus Plus mobility. It's also done on competitive basis. So we select the students, and those who are selected, they have a chance to go for 1 semester abroad to participate in this student exchange. And alumni. Since I said now that the Academy is not so big and annually we can accept only 25, 30 students, and to MA in Human Rights and Sustainability up to 20 students per year, you can see that the number of alumni community is not that big. It's 655 graduates from 2004. The number is not so big, but I might say that here we work not for quantity, but for quality. Our alumni network is very strong. The OSCE Academy keeps in touch with our graduates on annual basis via the alumni survey. We collect data about their success and professional developments every year. And in addition to this, Academy constantly provides opportunities for its graduates. So one of the uniqueness of the Academy is that once you receive your diploma and excellent education, we don't just say goodbye to you, we keep providing more funded opportunities. Very often our graduates, they receive jobs during their studies here. So while they're having internships, they already receive some job offers, and after graduation, they just continue working in the offices. But those students who are struggling to find the jobs, or who did not clearly understand yet what they would like to do, for those kind of recent graduates, we have these opportunities over here. The list here of all the opportunities that you can see in this list, they are also fully funded. I don't want to take much of your time to explain about every opportunity, because this would be of interest to you once you are admitted here and once you graduate. But I can just say, for example, if you would be interested to continue your work in academic area and you would like to teach at the university, but you don't know where to start, the OSCE Academy has Junior Teaching Fellowship Program. It's a third point on the slide. And basically here we just suggest you to find any public university in your country or in the country you are residing, to go to this university and negotiate that you would like to teach a course, develop a syllabus. And course might be very basic course like academic writing or critical thinking course. You develop a syllabus, you offer to the university and say, can I teach here free of charge for you, for your university? So university does not have to pay anything, but the OSCE Academy, you apply to us, and if you receive this grant, you will receive payment of 400 euros per 1 credit. So if you will be teaching 4 credit course at the university, you will receive 1,600 euros for 1 semester for teaching this course. This is just to encourage our alumni to start their academic career. And we have, like, every fellowship here is directed to different points. One is for those who are interested to start their career in the public sector, in the government. One opportunity is for those who are interested in research activities and maybe follow up PhD. So basically, we try to consider all the interests of our graduates and provide them with different funded opportunities. And here you can see just the distribution of our employed graduates, those who continue their studies. And unemployment rate, it was a bit higher last year. It was 12%, not last year, last several years. And the reason is that the number of alumni from Afghanistan that we have is very high. We have about 70, 80 people from Afghanistan. And when the developments happened there, unfortunately, many of them had to leave their working positions and move to another country. And while they have been looking for more opportunities during the alumni survey that we have been conducted, they were unemployed at that point of time. Or also we have cases of graduates when they complete their projects or they go on maternity leave. At that moment, they also mark as unemployed. But in general, usually when we don't have any regional crisis, the unemployment rate goes down to 5% only. And even those 5%, they're usually people who have, since we have our alumni survey in the beginning of the year, usually these people complete their project in the end of the year. And then by the time we conduct the survey, they are looking for a job. And then in a few more months, they are already employed. And of course, many of our graduates, they're working in international organizations. In OSCE itself, we have like even only in headquarters in OSCE in Vienna, we have about 30 people. And then around the regional offices, 40 more alumni working for OSCE field offices. And also among all the graduates who are employed, you can see that 1/3, 30%, they are holding senior positions, which also shows that our graduates, they are recognized very well by their employees. And this was general information about the programs and the OSCE Academy. We talked briefly about the opportunities, and we will respond to your questions later. I see the raised hands, I see the chat is moving, but now for you, the most important part would be about how to apply to the OSCE Academy. And this is where my colleague Aygirim, she will in detail explain you the process of application, and then we will move forward to your questions. Thank you, Aygirim, please.
Okay, thank you, Vika. Hello, guys. So I will explain how to apply for our MA programs. It is quite easy. Firstly, you have to visit our website. It is available both in English and Russian languages. You will need to find our admission page. Click on it, and you will find our MA programs. So you have to choose which one you would like to apply to, and so there are, as you see, there are 3 MA programs, and you will find here another page and the button apply. So you have to choose, click on it, and you will be transferred to this page, OSCE Embark platform. And if you don't have an account here, you should first register. You will need to create an account and create a password. If you have previously applied for our MA programs, no need to create a new account. You just need to use your previous account. So as you register, you will find this form. It is quite easy. In this form, you will need to provide your personal information, information about your education, professional achievements, upload your recommendation letters, diplomas, some other documents, and also write a short essay about why you would like to study at the OSCE Academy in a given MA program. So who can apply for our MA programs? So candidates should have a citizenship of Afghanistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Mongolia, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan, and should be from any other participating states of the OSCE. They should have a successfully completed academic degree of higher education. It can be a 4-year BA or specialist diploma, or you also can be in the last year of your 4-year BA degree, and it should be in a related academic field. For example, if you're applying for politics and security, you should have a degree in international relations, in security or political studies. We also have students who graduated from journalism or translators. If you are applying, for example, for economic studies, for MA in economic governance and development, you should have a background in economic, in finance, in project management and business management fields. And also you should have a quite advanced level of English. And if you have a certificate for IELTS or TOEFL, in your application, you may upload your certificate. If you don't have this kind of tests, it's not a problem. If you are shortlisted for a next level of a selection process, you will be invited for a test. And during this test, you can also take our English language test. So let me repeat, for your application, you will need to provide your BA diploma and transcript, your personal statement, your motivation in 700 words, certificate TOEFL or IELTS. If you don't have it, no problem, you may take later our internal English test. You should provide also recommendation letters, copy of your passport. So that's it. And so you should submit your applications online by January 31st of 2025. After, shortlisted candidates will be invited for written tests that will take place in March through April. Then successful candidates, after the test, shortlisted candidates will be invited for online interviews that will take place in May of 2025. And in June, we will, for our chosen candidates, we will send acceptance offers. Speaking about academic calendar for our two MA programs, Politics and Security and Economic Governance and Development. The program starts with the summer school. All selected candidates, they should undergo a summer school that will take place in August month. It is a preparatory school. Later, they will have, it will be a fall semester that will last from September until December. Then it goes with a winter semester from January until April, and ends with the spring semester from May until July. So basically all courses that you will have, all classes you will have through these 3 semesters, fall, winter, and spring. After that, you will do independent research, take your internships, and write your thesis. And in January and February of 2027, you will take a state exam and defend your MA thesis. For academic calendar, for MAHRS program, MA in Human Rights and Sustainability program is a little bit different. So they start their semester, their studies with fall semester, and it goes with, it proceeds with the winter semester, and in May and June, they take an internship. After they arrive from their internships, they should depart for their mobility programs. Mobility programs is a program that allows our students to take 1 semester of studies in another universities that we have partnerships with. After completing their mobility program, students should arrive to the academy and take their state exams and MA thesis defense. To speak more detail about preparatory summer school, as I said, all our students should take part in a summer school. Students enrolled in economic governance and development programs, they should take courses on academic leave and mathematics for economists. And students enrolled in politics and security MA program, they should take courses on academic writing and introduction to research methods. So they don't need to apply again for our summer school, but those who didn't apply for our MA programs, they still have a chance to take part in our summer school. For this, they should apply and complete and upload another application form. So this, who can apply? It can be students, current students of BA programs in economics, in international relations, in political sciences, in other fields, and also have an advanced level of English. During the summer school, participants will have a stipend for 150 euros for 4 weeks. The study is absolutely free, and also students not from Bishkek will get a round-trip travel funding. So basically, this is it for our presentation. And if you will have other questions, maybe later, tomorrow, you can always reach us out on by this email or phone number. Yes, I think now we are ready to answer your questions.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we will stop sharing the screen now so that we can also see you. And we can see that there are a lot of questions in the chat. Let me see if it's just your internal discussion or if there are any questions. Yes, the recording of the webinar will be uploaded on the admission page on our website next week. So it will be available for you. The results will be announced in June. This was already mentioned by Aygirim also, that the results will come out in June after all the tests and interviews are conducted. Well, there is a question from Malika. In case my bachelor's degree is from university where the language of instruction is English, should I submit the certificate of proficiency in English language?
No, you don't have to submit the certificate unless you have a certificate for IELTS or TOEFL. But in any way, if you don't have any certificate, you should you should take part in our internal English test. But we do not accept certificates from universities.
There is a question from our students who have graduated civil engineering faculty. If this position is really like technical background, then unfortunately we don't have the faculties for engineers or IT areas. I just don't really know what background courses are provided in civil engineering. I can say that the most flexible program in terms of the background would be politics and security program, and students who have studied sociology, journalism, international relations, political science, international law, general law, and even those who are studying philology or linguistics with an accent on English language, they can apply for that program in politics and security. With economic governance and development and MA in human rights and sustainability, it is more specific. For economics, it's usually students with background, it was already mentioned by Aygirim, in economics, finance, business administration, basically the programs where you have the courses of microeconomics, econometrics, mathematics. For MA in human rights and sustainability, you need to have a law background, because a lot of courses will be related to international law, and basically law background is necessary for that. So if you have really technical background as engineer, then unfortunately, no, we don't have any programs that could satisfy your interest. If I hold a bachelor degree in law, am I eligible for the program in politics and security? Yes, law students, if you are interested more in international relations than in international law, then of course you can apply for MA in politics and security. I have uploaded my English proficiency. Can I use it instead of IELTS or TOEFL? No, if you're uploading this certificate, the Academy accepts only IELTS or TOEFL official certificates. If there are no such certificates, no need to upload anything. You will be just, if you pass the short list of the first round, you will be invited to English language test at the OSCE Academy. It is free of charge, no need to pay for that, but you will have to take this test. No other certificates are accepted. For the past 2 or 3 years, I have been applying for this scholarship program as I meet all eligibility criteria, but I have been rejected each time without any explanation. How can I know the main reason for the rejection of my application? Okay, this question we all very often face from students who have been applying for several times, and they say that they are meeting all the selection criteria. We have to say that annually the OSCE Academy receives about 1,000 applications for each MA program. Sometimes it's 800, sometimes it's 900, but placements that we have only 20 or 25. So you can see that competition is very, very high. And that's why many students can actually meet the basic criteria, the threshold for selection, but then only the top 20 or 25 students from whole region. So it's like 25 placements for whole Central Asia, Afghanistan, and Mongolia. So it's not only for one country. So that's why the competition is very high, and only top 25 students after all 3 rounds, they are selected. So this might be the reason, but we have students who have been applying to the OSCE Academy for 5 times, and every time they've been improving. So what you need to improve, definitely English language should be excellent because the test, and then depending on to which program you apply, you have to make sure that the test and essays that you are writing, they're on a very good quality. So if you have not been accepted previously, make sure that you read more theoretical books. Make sure that when you write essay for your examination, you don't just write your thoughts and your ideas. You have to always rely to the political theories. You have to always refer to different political scientists, to quote them, to refer to the developments in the region. And this way you can actually strengthen your essay that you are doing during the second round at the OSCE Academy. So it's not only I think, I believe, this is my view. This kind of essay can be written by any student of who has completed BA degree. You need to make sure that you are showing your knowledge in the area, in the field that you are writing. So that might be the reason. So please make sure that you are reading, you are improving, you're referring to scholars, to authors, to books, to theories, and this way you can improve your applications. But never lose hopes, because as I said, we have students who have been applying for 5 times, and on the 5th time they have been accepted. Also, if you were not accepted for the MA program, don't miss the opportunity to apply for summer schools, because summer school is also the chance for you to increase your knowledge and to understand how the teaching is conducted at the OSCE Academy. You can understand what is needed here. So try to get all the opportunities. But thank you for this question. This is a very important question. Then we move. Is there a chance that OSCE can extend the acceptance of the document until February 28th, as was last year? This depends. If we receive a large number of applications by the deadline of 31st of January, and we hope that most of applicants who are interested will manage to submit, then there will be no extension. If we see that there are still a lot of applications in progress, because MAHRS system, it shows how many applications are in progress, and if we will keep receiving the requests from different applicants with justification, like for example, you are waiting for recommendation letter, or you're waiting for approval letter from your university. If it's not just, oh, you know, I've been walking around, I missed the deadline, can I apply? If you have actually justification why you have missed, and if we will receive the number of requests, we might think about extension. But for now, we are actively receiving the applications right now, and for now, the deadline is 31st of January. So try to meet this, because we cannot guarantee that it will be extended. Can anyone create a okay, I think this is the way. I see Afghan participants are very active here, creating the group to support each other. This is wonderful. You have your internal discussion here. How many recommendation letters is required?
You have to upload 2 recommendation letters, and one should be from your supervisor at the university, from your lecturer at the university. One should be, and another one could be from your workplace, for example. But it is mandatory that you have 1 recommendation letter from the academic field.
Yes, next questions would be also replied by Aygirim, but I will read them out so that all participants hear. What if I have no IELTS in the period of registration on the website? May I attach IELTS certificate in spring? I will receive it in spring. This is the first question.
Unfortunately, you cannot attach it in spring. You could attach it only during the period of accepting our applications. So until January 31st.
Because after January 31st, the embark system, it will be closed. We don't accept the applications manually. We don't accept the applications manually. It is the system, and it will be automatically closed. You will not be able to access your application, but it's not a problem because you can just then take exams from the OSCE Academy. Second question, when the tests and interviews with shortlisted candidates going to be organized?
So the tests are going to be in March and April. Yeah, it will be in spring. So as on January 31st, it will be closed. All the applications will be reviewed, and all the shortlisted candidates will be invited for the test around in March. And in April, yeah.
And also, maybe would be important to mention from you, interesting to hear the format of the testing for offline and online participants.
Yeah, so we organized tests in all Central Asian countries, in Tashkent, in Dushanbe, in Bishkek, in Astana. So participants from these countries can take exam in offline format, should take the exam in offline format, and other candidates from the countries such as Mongolia, Afghanistan, or other OSCE participating states, they could take their tests in online format.
Thank you. The next question about the full-time or part-time master program. All the MA programs at the OSCE Academy, they are full-time. Unfortunately, we don't have any part-time or evening programs, so they are daytime, full-time programs. And this is why the OSCE Academy tries to provide provides the scholarship so that students can live without working during that period of time and fully dedicate themselves to studies. Because studies at the OSCE Academy are really demanding. Next, which type of diploma, international or national, will I receive after completing the entire course? The OSCE Academy is a license by the Ministry of Education and Science of the Kyrgyz Republic, and each MA program is accredited by the independent agency called EDNET, and they provide the accreditation national and also international. But the diploma received by the state diploma, it is given by the Kyrgyz government. It has the emblem, national emblem, and so on, and all the stamps and the QR code with the registration number. So it will be a diploma of the Kyrgyz Republic, but at the same time, you will receive also the certificate and transcript in international format from the OSCE Academy. These are the documents, the certificate, transcript, and the state diploma. They are fully recognized internationally. Of course, like with any university, if you are going to another country, you need to get a verification or apostille. And I'm working with our alumni community, and every year we receive the requests from the verification agencies like World Education Service in Canada or several other European verification agencies who would like to prove that the graduates, they have completed the MA degree here at the OSCE Academy, and they can continue working or receive PhD degree in Canada, US, or European country. And we successfully verify, we prove that people, yes, they have completed studies here. And with our diploma, they easily, after verification process, they receive the jobs in European countries or Canada or US or any other, or they continue with PhD degree. So this is not an issue at all. I hold the bachelor's in management. May I apply for human rights and sustainability program?
So for this program, graduates of international law, human rights specializations are more preferred. Bachelor's in management, it is more for economic and governance and development program, I think. Yeah.
Yes, but sometimes
Excuse me, madam.
there are exceptional cases when people, they don't have directly related background, but they, after they graduated, they had the professional experience in the area. Let's say you graduated from management program, but for many years you have been working with United Nations or somewhere else in the job related to human rights, and you have very extensive experience and you have really direct interest in this topic. Then you have just to fill the application, and in the application you can also indicate your past experience, and of course use the motivation letter started to explain your intensive, why you have studied that subject, but now you are interested in another MA program. So you have to just clearly justify in the motivation letter. Motivation letter, or in our application, is called personal statement. Sorry, please don't turn on your microphones for now. We want to complete the list of the questions in the chat, and then we will ask if there are any more questions left. Thank you for understanding. I have no TOEFL or IELTS, but I know English. Well, about this, we already said, so we will not refer to any other questions related. So once again, we say, if you have official TOEFL or IELTS, you upload it in your application. If you don't have IELTS or TOEFL official exams, you don't upload anything, but you will be then taking the English language test provided by the OSCE Academy. So if you don't have certificates at this stage, it's not a problem. You can still apply. Which universities are mobility partners for MAHRS program? Nice question. This is a Central Asian program, Global Campus Central Asia. So our partners located in Uzbekistan. It's University of World Economy and Diplomacy in Tashkent. It's in Kazakhstan, KIMEP University. In Bishkek, in Kyrgyzstan, it's American University of Central Asia. We have also partner National University of Mongolia. And in addition, we also have partner universities from other global campus regional programs, like University of Yerevan from Caucasus program, and also University in Bangkok from Southeast program. They also accept 1 or 2 students. So we try, of course, to place students in Central Asia, because the contents of the program, they are on Central Asia. But if we have more interested students, then we can also ask other global campus partners to accept our students for mobilities. How about exam? Probably this question was somewhere during the presentation, and we already covered that topic, that the written exams will take place in March and April. I completed my bachelor degree in English language and literature. Which field can I study in my master degree? Well, first of all, you should not perceive studies at the OSCE Academy as a chance when you are not very much interested. It's not that you are choosing 1, 2, 3 program where can I fit. It's about your personal interest and your knowledge. You have to be sure that you are interested either in international relations or economics or in MA human rights. In theory, this background, it allows you to apply for MA in politics and security in case if you are interested in international relations. If you are really much interested in only English literature, let's say, of course, politics and security will not, none of the program would fit. So it really depends on your background interest, research interest. But in general, with this kind of diploma, yes, you can apply for politics and security program, but you have to make sure that you are aware about international relations and political science, what those fields are about. How will the language test be conducted? It's written, and the format of the language test is very similar to TOEFL. So if you would like to prepare for the test, you can find online samples of TOEFL and just get ready with those. And also on OSCE Academy website, in the admission section, there is admission timeline part. In the admission timeline part, you can see the links with samples of the tests. It shows you the test, language, and then the subject test, and also what were the questions for the essays in previous years. So you're very welcome to use our sample test and get ready. But of course, every year they are updated. We never use the same test. Our faculty members, our professors, they are updating the test every year. But this is a very nice sample for you just to get ready and understand what will be asked.
And I would like to add that beside the language test, you will also have a subject test. So, for example, if you have applied for politics and security program, you will need to take an exam for international relations and write an essay, and also take an English language test. If you're applying for Economic and Governance and Development program, you will have to take an exam for mathematics, also write an essay, and English language test. And the same is with a MAHRS program. You will need to take an exam on international law, human rights, write an essay, and also write an English language test.
And I think the following question is about the online test, how the online tests are conducted.
Yes, online tests are conducted via Zoom. You will be invited to join our Zoom meeting, and you will need to yes, you will be sent assignments and given a particular time, yeah, it will be conducted in Zoom format.
And yeah, there will be a supervision, so a person will be sitting and looking at how you are doing, so that no one comes up to you and helps you, and that you don't have that you don't leave the computer to check the books or something else. So it is under supervision, yes. Is it possible for applicants to make changes on their applications? Yeah, this is a good question.
If you have submitted it, it will not be you will not be able to make any changes. But before submission, you can save it and come to it a bit later. So we recommend you to check it carefully, because upon submission you will not be able to return it.
Mm-hmm. What about accommodation? Is it covered by the OSCE Academy? OSCE Academy does not have a dormitory. The scholarship, 450 euro, was calculated with the idea that students will be renting the apartments nearby. And usually our students, they come up together 2 or 3, 4 people, and they rent 2 or 3 room apartments here. And the rest of the money they use for living expenses. And for now, this is, of course, it's a for modest life, not like to travel around, go shopping in the branded shops and so on. But this amount is for now is more or less enough for Bishkek to also rent an apartment and to cover the living expenses. Is educational gap is a matter for admission team? Do you consider it while they give the admission to applicants? Educational gap, you mean what? It's like if you graduated many years ago and after that you have been working, then no, it's not an issue, because the OSCE Academy doesn't have any age limit. And you can just explain in your motivation letter why after so many years of working you decided to continue your studies. Or if you have meant something different here, like academic leave or something, well, academic leave is also not a problem as long as you completed your bachelor's degree and you have received your bachelor's diploma. So it's not an issue at all. If you meant something different, please write the clarifications in chat underneath, we will reach it. Is international relations background accepted for human rights and sustainability?
Yes, if your focus is human rights and sustainability topic, yes, you are eligible, because international relations, international law, they are all complementary, interchangeable directions. So yes.
Bachelor's in agriculture, unfortunately, no. This is a very different area, and the academy's programs are not actually related to this area of fields, and this diploma will not be accepted, unfortunately. Is a travel fee and payments only available for the economic governance and development, or all 3 MA programs? The stipends or all the travel, paid internships, all the opportunities we have talked about, they're available for all 3 MA programs. So all 3 MA programs under this. When did we apply? I completely forget. Well, you have to apply right now, and the deadline is 31st of January. So you can start looking at the application after the Zoom session. You can start your application and make sure that you submit it before 31st of January next year. But also remember that Embark is an electronic platform, and if like 300 of people are trying to submit their application at the same time on 31st of July, like 1 hour before the deadline, the system might have issues. That's why don't leave it for the very last day. Try to submit it 1 week before the deadline, because if there will be a technical issue, the program will anyways close on 31st of January, and we will not be able to do anything regarding it, because the system will be just overloaded. That's why we try to always tell our applicants submit before the deadline, because otherwise we will not be able to do anything with it, because it's a system. I graduated in 2017. Can I apply? Yes, no problem. It doesn't matter when you have graduated. You can, as long as you have your diploma and you have your interest and knowledge, you can apply. I am graduate from economic faculty. Can I apply for security and politics?
So again, it depends on what is the focus of your research, if it's focused on the international relations in security or political sciences, you can always apply, yes. You have to prove it in your personal statement. Maybe you have a previous work experience in this field. You can also focus on it. So yes, of course, you can apply.
For those who joined us later, yes, this session is being recorded, and this will be uploaded, including this Q&A session. It will be uploaded on our website in the admission section. So if you are missing some parts, if you don't have stable internet, later next week you will have an access to this recorded session. Don't worry. I graduated from Nagahara University from journalist BA degree and want to master in business and management. We don't have business and management master. We have economic governance and development. But if you have graduated from journalism department, that probably means you did not take such courses like econometrics, statistics, macroeconomics, mathematics for economists, and these are required courses to apply for economic governance and development. With journalism background, you can apply for politics and security if you are interested in international relations, or you can apply to human rights and sustainability program if you are interested more in human rights direction. I hold bachelor degree in English language and literature. I think we have already addressed this question.
Excuse me, madam. Actually, I don't have a stable network.
Please.
Can I ask my question to the mic?
Please keep your microphones off. Yes, we responded to this question. If you are interested in international relations politics, you can apply to that program with English language and literature background education. I have completed my bachelor and master degree in India last year. I applied for second master program, but the result still wasn't available. I did not understand this question. If you applied this year only, the admission is still open. There are no results. If you have applied previously, maybe just your application was not successful, so this year you have to try again. I was volunteer in UNICEF. Can I write it in employee gap? In employee section, yes, if you have been volunteering, it's also a job. It's not paid job, but it's also an experience. So yes, you can indicate it, and you can also mention it in your motivation letter. I have completed my bachelor's degree from India, which is okay, we referred. It's a 3-year program. I wanted to ask. I think it's a requirement of the Ministry of Education here in Kyrgyzstan that the only 4-year diplomas of BA degree they are accepted. So unfortunately, I think 3-year programs that have only 6 semesters, they don't have enough credits and they are not accepted. I have not submitted my application completely. My recommendation letters are left, but I cannot submit them in the website and requested help as well. You mean you could not upload your recommendation letters? It should be possible, unless maybe check if your recommendation letters are scanned as picture, maybe the file is too large. But otherwise, there should be no problems because the system is working. We have submitted applications who also have attached recommendation letters. But if check the size of the attachment, but if the size is not so big and you still have technical issues, please make screenshot when you are trying to upload and it does not. Make the screenshot of that page and send it to the MA admission email where we will check this issue. Can you tell about the recommendation letters? Okay, yeah, I think this is a very good question. From whom recommendation letters should come? What should be the freshness of the letter, so to say, if there is expiration or no? I would ask my colleague to Agirim to elaborate on this.
So the terms for the recommendation letter should be 2 years. They should not be older than 2 years. And as I said in my presentation, one of them should be from the professors, from your supervisors, from the university. And one could be from your employer.
So it can be, one should be academic, one can be professional. If you don't have professional experience, both can be academic.
Yes, and preferably they should be in English language. If you have them, for example, in Russian, it's also fine.
We have a question from the citizen of Great Britain. Yes, you can apply. the citizens of the OSCE participating states, other than Central Asian, Afghanistan and Mongolia, they can also apply. Of course, they have less placements within the program, but if the application is very strong, we do have students from other participating states like Denmark, Turkey, and other. We have students from Italy, US, Canada. So yes, if you are interested specifically in Central Asian region, you can apply. We cannot tell you about the chances. It's hard. It's different every year depending on how many applications and what quality of applications we receive. But you definitely can apply, and we definitely have students. Whole BA in agricultural in economics and extension. Okay, if it's agricultural economics and you had taken the basic courses of mathematics for economists, you had macro, micro, econometrics and statistics, then you can apply for economic governance and development. Yes. Afghanistan, I'm going to apply for my program. I need to know more about the selection criteria. That selection criteria, basically, at the first stage, our commission looks at the GPA of your BA degree, looks at the courses that you have taken, the relevance of your education. They definitely look at the motivation letter. It's very important to submit the motivation letter that you have specifically prepared for the OSCE Academy MA programs. Because I tell you, out of 1,000 applications that we receive, there are usually 50, 60 motivation letters that are submitting their university, their motivation for University of Harvard, University of Massachusetts, and so on. We are very happy for these people that they aim for these universities, but we are OSCE Academy, and we would like to receive motivation letters addressed to the OSCE Academy. So make sure you don't copy paste your motivation letter from any other university. You come down, you study the content of our MA programs, and you write specifically motivation letter for the OSCE Academy MA program.
Yeah, I would like also add that it is very important that your applications are full and complete, because incomplete applications will not be considered. So make sure that you upload all the necessary documents and provide all the necessary information.
Yes, and this is also the first initial shortlisting on completeness of application is done by the program. So even if you have excellent background, excellent application, but you didn't upload any of the documents, your application will not even reach the selection commission. And even if you have wonderful grades, wonderful motivation letter, but you didn't upload recommendations, it will not reach the commission, and they will not have a chance to see how wonderful you are. So be very careful. Read you have heard from IGRIM the checklist, and make sure that you upload everything before submitting the application. No, about TOEFL certificate we already explained. I will skip this question. What would be the criteria for selecting the successful candidates? We have just discussed this point. Could you give us information about accommodation facilities? We also responded. Can anyone send the link to the scholarship? Well, we will do it at the very end, but basically you need just to Google OSCE Academy in Bishkek. You go to our main page and you will see admission on the top. Once you click on admission, all the information will come up to you. In case my bachelor's degree is from university where the language of instruction is English, we already referred to this question as well, so we will skip this. No IELTS, no TOEFL, no IELTS, we addressed it. How many candidates from outside Central Asian region will be considered? Is there a quota? Also, can background international relations in European politics make me eligible for MAHRS? Yes, with background in European politics, international relations, you can apply for MAHRS if you are interested in human rights and sustainability topics. There is no specific quota, so all depends on the quality of application. Is it possible to apply for 2 programs at once, both economics and politics?
Yes, this is possible to apply for even 3 programs. And if you will be successful, for example, in 2 or 3, you will even have a chance to choose one to study. Yeah.
Someone said that they don't have money to pay for the studies coming from Afghanistan. As we said, there is no tuition fee. So if you are successful, you will come to study here free of charge. Your tickets and visa will be covered, and you will be receiving the scholarship. Does it have transfer degree and has computer science major? No, we don't have computer science major and we don't have transfer degree. So basically you need to apply specifically for this master program and complete it. IELTS we already addressed. Bachelor degree program, yes, we have bachelor degree in economics only, but since the call for applications for bachelor degree will be open only in spring registration for language test and the admission of the documents will be only in June, somewhere in the end of winter we'll have a different info session dedicated to bachelor's program. So today we talk only about master's programs. If you are interested in BA degree, if you have relatives who are interested in BA degree, please keep an eye on our social media pages, and once it will come to BA, we'll have a separate info session and you will be able to register for that. About where the written tests will be conducted, IGDM also already addressed this question. We will follow what are the format of the entrance exam written test. We also explained this. Yes, the test will be multiple choice and also there will be an essay. So the test, they are having different parts in different formats. So basically you have to be ready for to write an essay, comprehensive, good essay, and also the knowledge in multiple test questions will be from different areas of your subject. Could you clarify, please, in what format this item should be disclosed in the requirements for MAHRS? Demonstrated professional and or research interested in human rights, sustainable. Well, at the stage of application, you can demonstrate it only in your motivation letter or personal statement. When it comes already to written tests, there will be an essay where you can also demonstrate it. And if you are successful in written test, you are invited to interview. During the interview, you have always also to demonstrate the professional and research interest in human rights and sustainability. So basically, it goes throughout all the stages of the admission. I joined later. What are the major in the? I don't see in 3 main scholarships. Okay. For some questions, thanks a lot to active participants who are responding according to our test, so we will skip them. This also, I'm trying to find the new questions that we have not addressed yet. Without English exams, you can be accepted only if you submit IELTS or TOEFL, then you don't need to take English exam. If you don't submit certificates, you have to take it. This we addressed. I have graduated program. DEI, what is it? DEI program, is it acceptable? Can you please in chat say, Aftab Khan, you asked about that you graduated from DEI program. We don't know what DEI is. Please write in your chat what that means. I have graduated from English department. I think it's Department of English Language. Yeah, DEL. DEL. If it's Department of English Language, but you are interested in the international relations, as we said, you can apply for politics and security. Yeah, everyone who has graduated from English department or literature or philology department with English language, if you are interested in international relations, you can apply for politics and security. You cannot apply for economics because you need specific courses for that. Any work experience is required. Work experience is not required, but if you have been working in related field, you can indicate it in the form, and it will be also considered by the commission. People who have received the email should apply or no. If you have received the email from Embark, that means you have already started your application, and you are encouraged, of course, to complete your application and submit. This we addressed. Okay, another good point. If you are currently studying and you're graduating this year and you have not received your bachelor diploma yet, so in your application, there is an opportunity to mark that you will receive your diploma, let's say in June 2025. So you don't submit your diploma, but you have to submit your current transcript from the moment you have started your bachelor's degrees until today, requested from the university. You need to receive the university letter, official, proving that you are studying currently there, submit these documents, and then you just indicate when your diploma will be issued. Good point. Business administration, can I apply for international relations? Well, if you are not interested in economics anymore, I think you can apply if you can justify again in motivation letter why now you are interested in international relations. As I have filled the form once, so should I apply again? If you have already filled and submitted your application form now during this new call, you don't need to submit it again. If you have been applying previously last year, then of course this year you need to submit your application again. I graduated from, I have not, okay, it's about the diploma, we already mentioned it. Faculty of Journalism, yes, from journalism you can apply to politics and security or MAHRS program. Well, on social media, we have official pages on Facebook, we have official pages on LinkedIn, Instagram, Telegram, and Twitter. And so basically, if you just dial up, Google up Facebook OSCE Academy, the first official page with our logo, you will see it. The same on LinkedIn. I don't want to put it in chat right now, because if I type, I will lose on which question we were. But at the very end, we can do it. But in general, if you just go on Facebook, search and put OSCE Academy, the official page, we have about 30,000 followers. So this will be our official page, and you can follow it. I have submitted my application. Can I have some info on selection criteria? Okay, we touched upon the selection criteria, the language. There is a question, do you have any committee or group of people that we can reach out and ask for help during our application? If you have some technical issues or anything related to your application, there is an official email, MA admission. So you are welcome to write to this email and you will receive response from our colleagues. We don't have any separate like big group like WhatsApp or something where people provide consultations. No, only the official email. Please share your Telegram link. In Telegram, you also can just search OSCE Academy and our group should come out. Also, if you go on OSCE Academy website, on our website, on top, you will see the icons for all our social media official pages. So this would be the easiest way for you to find the links to all our official pages of social media. Okay, this were already responded. I have to also. Okay, I think we finally reached the end of the questions in the chat. I think we have addressed all of them, or 99%. There is also a message now that people email with request to support to the admission email, but have not heard back. Well, unfortunately, we receive a lot of emails and it takes time. We don't have a lot of people here working. We have only a few colleagues working on admission email. So please give them time to read through all the requests and respond. You will receive the response very soon, but it might take up to 1 week because we receive a lot of emails on admission email.
Yeah, also, if you didn't receive a reply, please could you repeat your email, just forward it again so we could see it. It could get lost because of the amount of the emails.
And again, we keep receiving the questions about TOEFL. Probably these are the people who joined later. If you don't have TOEFL or IELTS certificate, you still apply. And then you will be, if you are shortlisted, you will be invited to English language test of the OSCE Academy. So it's not a problem at all. You can still apply. Is there specific quotas for each country? Well, we don't have fixed quotas. Ideally, we should have like 5 representatives of each Central Asian country, Afghanistan and Mongolia, and then 1 or 2 people from outside of the region, ideally. But it doesn't mean that if we have 5 placements, but we don't have strong applications from specific country, that we will take any to fill up the quota. No, we always look at the quality of applications. So there is no specifically quota for any countries that we can fill with any quality of application. No, we always look at the score, and only top students are invited with country and gender balance. Okay, the other questions again coming about TOEFL and so on. Did we miss any important questions? If what was it?
Про home edition. So the home edition, yes, we accept this kind of tests. It is similar to the IBT TOEFL. So yes, it's fine. You can upload it.
If you want to ask about any specific questions, yes, as we said, there is email, MA admission email, and you can write your question there. Those who have joined this session very late, we will not repeat the information, but this session is being recorded and we will upload it on our official website. So you will have next week, you will have access on our admission page. You can click and this video will be uploaded on YouTube. You will have a chance to listen through the presentation. Can you provide me this information in written form? Like the information that we have covered right now, it's a lot of information. We cannot write everything, but again, the recording will be available online and you are welcome to listen to the contents again. Link, okay, now we can write the link. Here is the link to the website. This is our official website, and if you go on this official website, you will see on the top the icons to all our social media. Please subscribe and follow. About TOEFL home-based test, Aygirim just answered that yes, it is accepted. Submit my, can I have some info on this? Well, we already explained the selection criteria in the written tests and also on the first stage. In the recording, you can listen to this once again. Those who are saying that you have graduated in 2004, I see that question is copied paste several times. We said that if you graduated recently and you have not received your diploma yet, it's okay. You upload your transcript and you need to upload the letter from university confirming that you recently graduated or you're currently enrolled in fourth year. And then you indicate the date when you are expecting to receive your diploma. So with these documents, you can submit your applications. The results or the final results of the scholarships will be announced in June. So the deadline for application 31st of January 2025. Then shortlisted candidates invited for written exams in March and April. Then those who passed and shortlisted from the test will be invited for interviews. Interviews are conducted online. It will be in May, and in June the final results will be announced, and those who are admitted, they will receive the letters of happiness, so to say. Yes, thanks a lot for copying our address once again for those who have missed it. And yes, and the email of admission once again also will come up now in chat. Advanced level of English is required because all the studies at the OSCE Academy conducted in English. So level of English language should be really advanced. It was responded only to her. Let me do it public. Everyone. And this is an email for admission if you would have any further questions. There is no dormitory at the OSCE Academy, unfortunately, so the scholarship of the students should be used also to rent an apartment. British Council online score. Only TOEFL and IELTS certificates are accepted because there are many other language certificates. The variation is very big. That's why we are strictly sticking only to TOEFL and IELTS. If you don't have the certificates, you take English language test here. I don't know much English. Does this mean I cannot apply? You can apply because I mean application is free of charge. We cannot limit people from applying, but then it would depend on quality of your application. The selection committee will be looking at all the aspects: English language, the content of your motivation letter. So you can try to apply, and then the commission will decide. Okay. Any other questions that we have not addressed yet? I think by now we have responded to all the questions. If you have joined later, don't worry, we will be uploading the presentation online. You will see all the parts of our presentations. Accept LLC documents. What is LLC documents? It's the one that is a master degree in law. If you have it, yes, you still can apply for our MA programs. What if I can have one more master? If you have master degree, if the degree is not identical to the programs that we have, you can apply. If you have degree in a different area and you would like now to have a degree in one of our programs, you can apply. But if you already have degree in political science or international relations, of course, there is no sense for you to apply for politics and security because the program would be the same. MBA, well, it's business administration. Probably it is, if it was more about marketing and business, then of course our economic governance and development program would be different. And you have to justify it in your motivation why you're applying for another MA degree. The detailed information about our scholarships on our website, OSCEacademy.net. The link we shared here, go to admission section, and you will see information about each program. Results will be in June 2025. And also, only successful applicants at the first stage receive the letters. So once the admission will be closed on 31st of January, it will take one and a half months for the commission to review all the applications, and only successful candidates will receive the invitation to the written tests. Because just due to a large number of applications, we physically cannot send the email to every person. And that's why rejection letters, they are sent already after written tests, after the second stage. But during the first stage, only those who have passed were shortlisted, they will receive the letters. But at some stage, because we also know you are curious about the results, when all the successful candidates receive their email, we will post on social media that all the results to successful candidates were announced, so that those who have not passed, they would be also aware that they should not wait for the letter anymore. The last question about the certificate. I am Association of Chartered Certificate Accountant UK, which is recognized as Bachelor's in Science in Finance and Accounting. Well, if you have a diploma that says that it's bachelor degree diploma in accounting, then yes, you can apply. If it is just some kind of certificate, no, because students who are enrolled in the OSCE Academy, they have to submit their bachelor degree diplomas for verification at the Ministry of Education of Kyrgyz Republic. And if it's not a diploma, it doesn't say diploma, it's a certificate, it will not be accepted. Can I edit my application because I have an IELTS 6? May I give the test again and I want to upload it again? If you did not submit your application yet, yes, you can do some edits. If you have submitted your application, after you submit it, you cannot change or upload anything in there. Well, question to Aigirim: if someone submitted the application but realized that they have done the mistake, can they start the new application, fill out all the documents properly and submit it again? Is it allowed?
Yes, they can, but they should create a new account in this case.
So if you have submitted your application, which you know will not be successful because you have missed something and you already know it, you create new account with a different email, but all your details inside should be the same because they're according to your documents. So you complete the application and submit it once again. We already responded to the question. If you don't yet have diploma, you submit your transcripts, your letter from your university confirming that you're a student, and you indicate the date when you are expecting your diploma to be received. And yes, in this case, you can apply. Yes, we are recording this session and it will be uploaded on our website in admission section next week. Defense and strategic studies. Can I apply for politics and international relations? Well, defense and strategic studies, it's related to security, and our program is called politics and security. So yes, you can apply. The best way to win the scholarship, of course, just to get prepared in the subject, To make sure that you write a proper motivation letter, you submit the application with all the contents required, and a lot depends on your grades from bachelor degree and the quality of your motivation letter and the recommendation letters. You can mention in your motivation letter whatever you believe is important. If you are writing research article directly related to the content of the program, of course you can mention. You don't need to submit your article because there is a word limit in motivation letter, 700 words. But yes, in few sentences you can mention if you believe that this is very important. The video will be uploaded on our website, available for everyone on OSCE Academy webpage, admission, OSCE Academy website, admission webpage. Okay, I think by now we have covered all the questions because many are repeated again. Once again, thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much for your interest. We're really looking forward to your applications. And this session will be uploaded next week. You will have a chance to listen to it once again. Don't have access to the university recommendations, whatever it is not academic. We have a question from a female applicant from Afghanistan. They don't have access currently to universities to get their recommendations, whatever is not academic. Well, recommendation letters should be submitted in online format. So you can write an email to your professor, whether they're still in Afghanistan or maybe they're outside of Afghanistan. If they have been teaching you at the university, you can still, and you can do it online. You don't need to go to the university. So one of the recommendations should be academic and one can be professional. Okay, we already took 1.5 hours of your time. We are very happy that this session was so productive, that you are asking so many questions. That means you are really motivated and you are interested. And we are really looking forward to your applications. We really need a lot of excellent students to share our knowledge, knowledge of our professors. So thank you so much to everyone. The recording will be uploaded. And wish you all good luck with your applications. And hopefully some of you we will see in our premises here next year. Goodbye, everyone.
سلام سلام باشین راستین بخیر جانتون گرفت یا درست راستین کسی میگرد
حسن کسب گروه آقای
سلام علیکم بیادر عزیز، انشالله که کلکتان خوب هستین. ما عبدالرزاق از افغانستان هستم. خواهشمندم کسی
جان
یک
چاکر،
واتساپ
بخیر باشین، سلامت باشین بیادر.
صدای ما دارین
انشالله
انشالله.
داریم، بله صدا شما رو داریم.
خب ما میخواستیم که یک گروه افغانا جور کنین تا که همه من یک هماهنگی کنیم و